Hello, Michael Swain here after Kansas basketball's 90-66 win over Oklahoma State here in Gallagher-Iba Arena. This is about as full as it was for most of the game. No, I'm joking. It was kind of a bummer, honestly, to see this arena that it's been a really formidable place for Kansas to play for a long, long time, and for it to not really be a great environment. It's kind of a bummer to see. It probably reflects a lot of what's going on here at Oklahoma State, and I think you saw that from some of the Cowboys' performance. From a KU perspective, this was about as good of a bounce-back performance in terms of playing on the road that Kansas could have asked for. Postgame, Bill Self said he thought it was one of the most complete games KU has played, and I think you look at the individual performances, and I think you got to agree. You know, someone like Hunter Dickinson's able to get 21 points, 7 rebounds without really breaking a sweat. You know, Oklahoma State didn't pose him too many issues. Someone like Johnny Furphy continues to play at a really high level. I thought you saw a peak version of this freshman, Johnny Furphy, here tonight, where he's able to knock down open shots. But for me, the most important part of what he is offering KU is the slashing off the ball, the defensive awareness, and his ability to get his hands in passing lanes. Those are huge things for him to be able to make a consistent impact when the three-point shot isn't falling. I thought he was fantastic. And he did it here with Sam Presti, the general manager of the Oklahoma City Thunder, who was here to watch this game. I think Furphy will be an NBA draft pick one day once he becomes a more consistent and all-around player. But again, the flashes were there today. I thought Kevin McCullough had a really good game. A quiet, near triple-double. I think 8 assists, 6 rebounds, 18 points. There was a point, I think, early in the second half where it looked like maybe the triple-double was going to be on for him, but it didn't materialize. But he played well. Someone like DeJuan Harris in the second half was more aggressive. I thought he took over the game, and I think he continues to be the key for KU in terms of scoring. You know, everyone knows the record, right? KU does not lose outside of the Arkansas game last year when DeJuan Harris scores 10 or more points, and he needs to continue to be aggressive. And I think at times he can fade, and I think those are the times when KU can lose control of games. And that's not something that KU did, though, here. And that's a huge positive, because you look at the UCF game, I think you look at some of their games in non-conference play, KU has not always been great at putting together complete performances, especially away from Allen Fieldhouse. And to do it here, albeit against an Oklahoma State team that is not very good, they're going to struggle in Big 12 play, but to do it here and to put together such a complete performance is really positive. And now KU is set up for what is, I think, a really big kind of now 2-game stretch. I think these 3 games in this little pod here are really important, because after these 3 games, which ends with the game against Cincinnati on Monday, KU's got a tough schedule, and they're going to play Iowa State, Houston, Baylor, Texas Tech. They're going to play the Sunflower Showdown. Like, there are a lot of tough games coming up. And so a game like this is really important. You get a lot of confidence in guys, and I think even off the bench, you know, someone like Marco Jackson didn't play a bunch, but I thought he had some flashes. You know, Nick Timberlake with the dunk. Where's that player been all year? You know, Nick's a good athlete. He just hasn't been able to show it, and maybe had the confidence to show it. Maybe this is an important moment for him to spur forward, because right now his minutes are really limited. He gets that stretch there in the end of the first half, and that's kind of it for him, unless it's a blowout. Maybe this is the game that can help him earn some more minutes. So I think for a team right now, a collective unit, it's a really good confidence builder. And so they'll have the next chance to go and do it again against West Virginia, a place that's not been good for KU, just like this. But I think it's a similar situation. West Virginia's not been great, but look, they beat Texas at home over the weekend. So they're going to be a tough team for KU. But I think overall this is about a really good win, and I think a performance you could ask for. Yeah, those are my thoughts. I think for KU, continue to build, right? This conference is tough. I think you see it every single night. It's tough to win on the road, so any sort of road win you do get is going to be big. So again, for KU, building towards another Big 12 title challenge. Probably early to start talking about that, but it's still a big win for KU. So as always, stay tuned to the website. Got plenty of content. Got some extra player interviews coming to the YouTube channel. So as always, stay tuned to fog.net. We've got you covered with all sorts of Kansas basketball content.